Hello, how are you feeling these days? I asked because if asked that question, I would tell you that I am feeling quite sentimental. I mean, not like that it matters at all anyway, because it's my default dramatic self, but I'm really feeling sentimental this past couple of days. Is that my main motivation for picking up this book? You've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title, of course you know what book am I reading for this vlog? Well, yes. And on top of that, it really is quite funny to me how I kept on talking about how she's so important to me and how I kept buying books of hers. And it's been a while since I have last read her work. Just to give you a quick rundown of my history with this author. The very first book that I've read of hers is Reality Boy. I know that not a lot of people like this book. Controversially, I think this might be a lot of people's least favorite among Ace King's works. But I don't know. This left such a deep impression on me and really got me smitten. You know how I've always been loud about disliking unlikable YA characters, right? How that is always something that I hate in this genre. It's arguably that, but I don't know, there's something about Ace King's works. She's an exception. I have also read Everybody Sees the Ants, perhaps one of her most famous works. I've also read Please Ignore Vera Diets, but only a digital copy of it. I don't really have a physical copy of that book. And here's one of my favorite parts. The very first book that I have read upon starting this channel, the very first book that I have given a review of is Gloria O'Brien's History of the Future. Apart from the fact that I've given this book 5 stars, of course, this book holds a special meaning for me. I also said that on my reading vlog that I created for this book. This is important and special to me because this book was gifted to me by Ace King herself. She sent it to me directly. This is signed and covering my name, but yeah, she sent this. This is a surprise because I have won a poetry contest that she ran on her website several years ago. So really, what's taking me so long? What's taking me so long to read another book of hers? I don't know. I have 3 unread A.S. King books, so it was really just a choice between those 3. This I've had on my shelf for a really long time, and I know that this is so loved. This is one of her most recent works. This is so loved. Dig, right? I know that it's got a lot of really positive reviews. I crawled through it, which I only bought a few months ago. This is my most recent A.S. King purchase. Not exactly the newest or latest one that she released, but it's the latest one that I bought. I know this also is critically acclaimed. But I don't know, something about Still Life with Tornado really calls out to me for some reason. So I thought this would be my exclusive reading vlog for this month. I love it that there's nothing written on the back. That's always the way I prefer it, to not know anything about books. So it's YA, so I'm prepared for YA. I don't typically do this, but I think for a change, let me share to you the opening of this book. Just to tell you how much of a powerful writer A.S. King is. I'm already so invested, okay? Let me read to you the opening part of this book. Nothing ever really happens, or more accurately, nothing new ever really happens. My art teacher, Miss Smith, once said that there's no such thing as an original idea. We all think we're having original ideas, but we aren't. You're stuck on repeat. I'm stuck on repeat. We're all stuck on repeat. This is gonna hit me so hard, right? It is such an adorable, not to mention excellent, parallel that a huge chunk, a huge percentage of the plot of this book concerns sort of an existential crisis. And I am having an existential crisis of sorts right now because is Still Life with Tornado perhaps my best top one favorite A.S. King book? That's how you know, right? That's how you know that an author is one of your all-time favorite writers. Because it is such a heavy dilemma to pick which one of their works is your number one favorite. Because you love them. You love their works, their books, in different ways. But something really tells me that this is my best favorite A.S. King book. It's so good. This is one of the best feelings in the world. When you get an affirmation that this is why this writer is a favorite of yours, while you're so in love with the way that they write. Remember what I said during the introduction that A.S. King is the exception for me when it comes to unlikable YA characters, right? I would never get tired of standing by that declaration because A.S. King never fails to deliver. As a matter of fact, let me read to you a part that could attest to that. I would read to you so many parts about the book if I could, but let me read to you something, okay? Look, this isn't a temper tantrum. I'm not some teenager you can blow off because you made a myth about teenagers being dramatic. You go work hard on something you love, and you find it in the trash like it's garbage. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what's missing when you're done. I can tell you what's missing. You are missing. That is how you do YA, okay? You don't have the context of what it's about, but also, notably, significant parts of this book are for the point of view of the mother. And that really makes this so much more. Yes, this is YA, this is coming of age, but I would dare say that this is women's fiction and literary fiction. A.S. King writes so well. And you know what? This book sort of gave me quite a very impressive revelation yet again about why I'm so drawn and why I'm so in love with literary fiction as a genre. Because the literary fiction approach and the literary kind of storytelling, that would be something that could make me happy in the reader and writer perspective. Both of those. The entertainment value is there because I'm compelled and interested and engaged to root for the characters or feel what they're feeling. And at the same time, on a writing perspective, it blows my mind and impresses me with the way the storytelling is executed. It's an even more incredible joy to know that I have some more ASK books that I'm yet to read. So, thank you so much for watching this video.